Jack, I just wonder if you can, at the risk of asking an obvious question, can you summarize how you feel at this moment and how the team felt sort of in the locker room, what that scene was like?
It's just tough. Like, I just think of how hard our team battled, and for it to end on a goal, first goal of my career and happen in Game 7, it's just not acceptable. And, I think the team counts on me to be better, and I know I can be a lot better than that. So I'm going to get back to work and be better.
We'll take two more here. We'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Jack, what did you see on that goal by Gallagher?
Like he pulled and dragged it, and it just kind of fooled me. And, it's a straight on shot in the NHL. It should be a automatic save. So just no excuses, unacceptable. And, I just feel bad that, the guys work so hard, and that's what happened tonight.
And the last one here, we'll go to Josh Clipperton, Canadian Press. Go ahead, Josh.
Hey, Jack, you guys never led in a game after Game 4. What changed from Game 5 onwards?
I think I just got to shut the door in the first. So, they came out hot a couple of the games there, but, we were a resilient team, and we never gave up. And, just got to do my job better in Game 5 and Game 7, and we're moving on.
Mitch, what do you think happened in the second half of this series from Game 5 on? Did you guys take your foot off the gas? Did you not make the right adjustments after they made adjustments to you guys? Like, what in your mind do you think went wrong?
I think at the start of the series, we were scoring goals first and second, majorly in the second. I thought in the last couple of games we didn't do that. Our second period was our best period for a lot of the games, and really the last 2 or 3 we weren't. So, we're a team that excels with the lead, and we didn't get the lead once going in the last couple of games. So, playing from behind, and obviously our desperation was high. We made the plays to get back in games and take it overtime, but just couldn't get it done.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel with The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, Mitch, what's it like handling the pressure to produce as the series kind of moves along there? Is it a lot to kind of feel that out?
I think Auston and I, many other guys, especially come playoff time, you want to be the guy they go to and guy that can lead the team out of a series. And we had multiple looks every single game. It just seems like it's a thing just not going in. So really no excuse. You want that puck to go in the net, create a chance that it didn't go in the net. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Next up, we'll go to Chris Johnston, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Chris.
Just to follow up on that, Mitch, did you feel that you guys were creating enough of the quality chances you would need, or would you like maybe some better looks?
I have no idea. I would have to go through it, but I felt like in every game we had at least a couple grade A chances right in front of the net that just rolled off a stick. Shot it too early. Got to have more just patience with the puck. But, even tonight I thought we were around the net. We had opportunities. Just didn't go in again. And it seems like it's always the same stuff saying. So, we know we got to be better. And obviously you take a lot of pressure on yourself to try and be better and want to be better. So it's disappointing.
And the last two here, we'll go to Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Steve.
Mitch, do you think it got in your head at all, not having a goal in the series, not scoring in your last 18 playoff games? That's a long time for a player of your quality to go without that.
Once again, I had a lot of looks. I had a lot of nets that were empty that I just didn't put it into. So, like I said, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be the best player every single night. I felt that wasn't living up to my own standards, and just got to make sure that stops happening.
And the last one here, we'll go to Josh Clipperton, Canadian Press. Go ahead, Josh.
Mitch, Jack was very emotional just now, blaming himself, calling it the worst goal of his career on the Gallagher goal. Can you just talk about him, his play in the season, this playoffs, and how he he raised his game, even though he's so disappointed right now?
Soup's the reason we were where we are. However many wins it was in a row, setting a record. There's been a lot of really talented goalies go through this league, and for him to set a record, for him to come in every game, view how good he was, compete back there. It's not easy, being a goalie, and especially in this market. So none of the blame's on him at all. We win as a team, we lose as a team. It's a terrible time right now, obviously. But no one's blaming Soupy at all. Soupy's been the MVP of our last half of the year, and he's the reason why we were where we were.
Auston, what do you think happened tonight, and in the bigger picture, what happened in the series after you guys went up 3-1?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to obviously sum up. It's frustrating. It's a game of inches out there, and I'm not really sure how to sum it up. It's obviously extremely frustrating, just all around.
Next up, we'll go to Josh Clipperton, Canadian Press. Go ahead, Josh.
Auston, this core has had playoff disappointments before. Did any of that get to you guys, and the moment being too big in terms of the pressure tonight?
No, I mean it's a new year. It's a completely different team. We brought in different guys, different format. I mean, I think we throw those. We live in the moment and we move past those. And obviously, to answer your question, no.
We'll take a few more here. We'll go to Kevin McGran, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
Auston, how much do you think the injury to John Tavares and some others, Jake Muzzin, Nick Foligno for a bit, how much did that affect what you guys were able to do?
I mean, they're all three of them are a huge part to our team, obviously. It's tough, losing key pieces, but, in the end, you gotta have guys obviously step up and come in and play important roles. And I think the guys that came in obviously did a good job.
We'll take two more here. We'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Auston, what made it tougher for you and Mitch to generate offense in this series versus the regular season?
I think obviously when it comes to playoff time, everything's much tighter, and they're obviously a team that defends well. They have great goaltending, and in my opinion, I don't think we had any shortage of chances. Like I said, it's a game of inches. We weren't able to capitalize, and obviously we're out there to capitalize, and we weren't able to get it done. So, in my opinion, we had lots of plenty of looks and really good chances, and like I said.
And the last one here, we'll go to Chris Johnston, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Chris.
Auston, the disappointment's understandable. I'm just wondering, what the scene was like in the dressing room after the game, what you guys said to each other, how you moved past it.
I mean, there's not really much to be said, I think.
Morgan, what made it tough to generate offense against these guys tonight?
Yeah, they did a good job, obviously, playing defensively, clogging it up, and just made it difficult for us to get offensive chances and offensive zone time, and obviously that caused issues for us.
We'll go to Terry Koshan, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Terry.
Morgan, how do you put this disappointment in perspective, given that the expectations were much higher for this club, not only outside the dressing room but inside?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Obviously, it's as hard as it gets. I think that the expectation within the room was higher, like you said. The goals are higher than what we achieved this year, and it makes the disappointment much worse. And I mean, we feel it, and we realize that we let an opportunity slip, and that's not acceptable, by our standards, and it makes the loss a lot worse than anything we've had to deal with before.
We'll go to Kevin McGran, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
As you look at it, Morgan, I know it's probably too soon to analyze, but do you think you guys took the foot off the gas after the last three games? Do you think you didn't adjust to their adjustments? Like, what do you think went wrong?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, like you said, it's a bit too soon, I think, to analyze what happened over the course of the past couple of games. I will say I thought that we prepared well. I thought that we were As a group, we were confident going into games. I don't think it's on anything to do with our preparation. But obviously there has to be answers, and over the coming days as players, live with this a little bit, and coaches live with it. I think we'll discuss what those answers are. But right now it's just too soon, I think, to really break it down.
And last one here, we'll go to Chris Johnson, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Chris.
Morgan, to what degree do you think this series loss was connected to any of the ones that came before it? Were you guys feeling pressure over the years, or is that
no? That's a perfectly fine question, and I totally understand how you would connect those. But honestly, I don't think they were really a factor. I think that this is a different group. It's been a very different year, different playoff format. So I really don't think that there was anything that happened in the past that played into what happened, during this year's playoff series, in my opinion. But I, totally understand how you would draw those connections, but I just think that there was, too many different variables this year that would lead to a connection from the past.